Turret here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Kholodny Ferma, playing Finndeed, spawning on the right where you have Frost. Playing as Austere, and his loadout is Encirclement, Defensive, and Storm, all very unconventional commanders, but this game is the Winter Balance mod. Version 1.4, so you know, maybe see some more unusual strategies. On the left we have Finndeed playing his US forces, and his loadout is heavy cavalry, airborne and tactical support. Much more standard loadout there. I haven't cast a Winter Balance mod game for a while, and by the time the patch comes out I'm pretty sure it's going to be summer, but you know, highlights of 1.4. T70 got a little bit of a buff to its machine gun to make up for the nerfs it got to its main gun. Oh, ghost sandbags no longer work. As soon as you, like, if you don't have a unit close to the ghost sandbag, it just destroys itself. What else? Oh, the OKW Panzerfaust went down to 25 munitions from 35. Good change. Stuart got a little bit more penetration because it's got so many anti-infantry nerfs now. Try to make it a little bit better against medium tanks. And that's about it. Ghost sandbag's definitely the biggest change. So both these players, if you're not familiar, between rank 10 and 50 with every faction on auto match. They're pretty good players.
To steal our sector.
And Finndeed going with a slightly unusual build here, going for a secondary echelon squad. Interesting decision. Don't know what officer he's going to go for to follow this up. Oh, he's going for a mortar, okay. Well, there you go. US mortar did also receive some slight changes. I think it's slightly worse again in this patch. This patch, I think they reduced its AoE a little bit. So Finndeed's probably wanted to test it out, see if it's still worth getting. After it's been broken in the live game for so long, about half a year of a broken US mortar. But, you know. What can you do, eh? Oh, bit of a scrap for that munitions. Did get some wire down here, so Frost making the most of his Pioneers time up there. And Frost also going for double Pioneers. Remember, Pioneers did receive a slight damage increase, especially short to mid range, which was I think in the version 1, so it's been in the balance mod for a long time. And in response to that mortar, we're going to have a mortar for Frost. Very risky setting up your machine gun like this on light cover, very clumped up, especially with that mortar right nearby. Very dangerous, though I don't think that Finndeed actually has sight of that quite yet. Oh, mortar did the job, got that squad out of the garrison, got 2 models down. A lot of health damage. We're going to see a bunker, but no munitions really for Frost. Can expect that on the flamethrower. Doesn't have the mid bunker as an option right now. But up here's been doing some capping. Re-echelon's up there now, capping in response. It looks like they're going to be able to neutralize that fuel. Rifleman now rotating. Close fight. Looks like the rifleman heading for this heavy cover here, from which they should be able to win the engagement. Oh, and look at that Austere mortar. Turning fire there, taking down the US mortar. Forcing it to retreat. And yeah, this squad in a bad position. Sandwiched between these two squads, should retreat before he loses too much manpower here. Oh my god, has he just forgotten about this? Oh, that was dreadful.
losses.
What was going on there? So he's trying to plant some S mines. Got one patch down.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
And Finndeed going for the captain. And also going for airborne. So we may see a slight resurgence in airborne. Of course, paratroopers will still be able to get double LMGs, and riflemen won't, so that's one pretty good reason. And I believe that they also have the same reinforcement cost as riflemen, being a 6-man squad instead of a 5-man squad. Previously, you know, there was no real reason to get paratroopers because riflemen, after they received their received accuracy buffs so long ago, you know, by the time you could get paratroopers, your riflemen may be Vet 2 already, and they're just straight up better than the paratroopers at that stage. And that way you also don't have to lock yourself into a doctrine. We'll waste some munitions there going for that rifle grenade, I feel. Now he's got a rough retreat path through these rear echelons. Trying to soft retreat. Okay, there he goes now. But I think it's looking pretty grim. He's actually gone for a 3rd squad of pioneers after losing that grenadier squad. And Stuart coming out now for Finndeed. So we get to see how that fares with all the nerfs it's received. But I think it's looking pretty grim for Frost. He's not going to have any of the VPs under his control. He's going to be draining very quickly. Still got his fuel under control though. That is the benefit of the right hand side of Kholodny Ferma. And there you go, you got to see the pioneers in action there. Doing a lot of damage to that rear echelon rifleman squad combo. I don't think ordinarily that engagement would have gone so well for them. So pioneers are definitely worth getting these days.
Camouflage can now be used to ambush the enemy. Half-tracks can lay regal anti-tank mines.
And you hear that storm doctrine coming in from Frost. And has ambush camouflage, which can be pretty fun to use. Clipping this wire. He is indeed. You get that bonus accuracy coming out of camouflage, which can really surprise your opponents and do a lot of damage to them if they're not paying attention. Nice flamethrower usage here by Frost, forcing away that rifle squad. Didn't get any models though, so they'll be able to heal up with that freshly built ambulance from Finndeed. And here comes Stuart. Yeah, I mean, that's not really doing much to those pioneers at all. Oh, we actually have a machine gun bunker down here. I was like, where's all this munitions gone? Got a machine gun bunker covering his cutoff there. Also got the mid bunker.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
I suppose one benefit of investing this heavily into pioneers is that you don't need to get LMGs for your squads. They have a bit more munitions to spend in other areas. Oh, another change they made in this patch, shared veterancy. Few of these scout car like vehicles now get a shared veterancy so they can vet up a bit easier. And the 222 and the M3 both get a little bit more health at Vet 3. Yeah, that's still, you can see how little damage it's doing there. Definitely a noticeable decrease in Stuart's anti-infantry capabilities. Well, here comes some paratroopers for Finndeed. As soon as he hit 3 CPs, he started to call these bad boys in. Looks like they're coming in around here. Got one model? No, okay. They're good. It's like, what could have done one model worth of damage to them there? The answer is nothing.
Jump complete.
Well, these last couple of engagements have gone pretty well for Frost. That Stuart not having nearly the impact that he used to. But I think these paratroopers are going to cause quite a few issues for Frost. Because they've got a lot of short range capability, so if he gets the... Oh, he's going for Thompsons in response. Okay, and we've got a 50 cal coming down the centre here. Causing Frost a few issues. Pack's heading up there. Stuart takes one hit. And a second one gets away to safety. Take us like, well, here's some construction or repairs going on. Tank trap. He's wiring that off as well.
Area's ours. Reason wires up. We're back to full strength.
Still pretty poor VP control for Frost. Oh, he's using smoke here. Smoking up the 50 cal. Come the Pioneer, so we're to use attack ground with their flamethrower into this. Machine gun with ambush camouflage. Red Wings would be proud. I suppose he hasn't used the just attack. Oh, okay, there we go. Finally, the mortar starts firing, and that could be the end of the 50 cal. Pioneer went down, probably in the north, yeah, to the Thompson paratroopers, which also use the tactical assault ability. 50 cal went down. I'll take that trade Pioneer for 50 cal. And we actually have a half track for Frost. This is one of the units that does benefit from that shared veterancy to help it vet it up when it doesn't get the flamethrower upgrade. Very nice change. So your tactical assault, of course, gives you massive accuracy. Is it accuracy and damage? I think it's accuracy bonus. But in return, you also get a received accuracy nerf to the same degree. So you can take down squads incredibly quickly, but you're also very vulnerable yourself. So pretty good in the one-on-one fights, but not so good if you've got multiple squads firing at your paratroopers. So they'll go down very quickly. It's actually double Thompson paratroopers. Okay, well, there you go. Let's try and use this half track here, but it looks like the mortar's going to go down. Too much focus fire from all these riflemen. Stuart coming in from the side. Pack rotates now. It's one shot, forces back to Stuart. Machine gun doing a lot of damage. Could be the end of this rifle squad. Oh my god, that was so close. Still very poor VP control for Frost. Really struggling to get onto these VPs. Going for the cutoff though with those Panzer Grenadiers. Well, Finndeed is spending his fuel. Must mean he's tip. Yep. Indeed. Frost though has a lot of fuel himself, struggling a bit on manpower. Losing that rifle squad in the early game did hurt him, and then losing that Pioneer as well also causing some issues. Look at these paratroopers trying to go for the kill on these P-Greens. Oh, he's used the tactical advance and he gets the kill, but see, this persists into retreats. Can he get the reverse? No. Maybe if the machine gun was there, I could fire at them through that. Didn't quite happen. Oh, Stuart tries to come in from the side to flank the half-track, takes a hack shot, but it looks like he's going to get the half-track here. Yeah, half-track just gone full derp there. Oh no, this is trouble. And the those P-Units gone down. Frost's in a really tough spot. Pack relocating now, using target weak point. Can he get it? No, he jukes behind the hedge. And shot doesn't go off at all. Finally, squad getting down onto those VPs in the south. 236 already for Frost. He's suffered more squad wipes. And he's quite far behind our VPs. Does perhaps have a slight edge in the fuel department though. Gone for many cutoffs. Getting his battle phase 2 now. And does have 2 pioneers, so can of course get that built quite easily. It's like a recon plane coming in here from Finndeed's major. I see the lay of the land. How's that Stuart doing? 9 kills, so it's definitely had an impact. Taking down that half track was pretty big.
A capture point is under attack.
How are these mortars doing? This one got 2 kills, this one got 4. And this mortar has had prime positioning to fire at machine guns and enemy mortars in the center all game, so it's definitely not the white machine it once was. Nice to see those changes working out. Ooh, slight error there. Machine gun wasn't set up. Paratroopers may be out. No, he's going to be able to fight him from the front here with the grenade. Yeah, there it goes. So once again, another error from Frost. Not having his machine gun set up. Probably cost him his MG right there. Another half-track coming out. Remember, half-tracks can plant the Regal anti-tank mines. This doctrine. Which do slightly less damage than Telemines. I don't think it one-shots the Stuart, but it does immobilize tanks. And remember that the crew suffer here, I think it's been at least heavily nerfed, if not removed altogether, in the winter balance point. So those immobilized crits will be a lot more useful against US forces. Stuart coming in. Oh my god. Again and again and again, this Stuart has run down this road, caused Frost all sorts of issues. Very surprised he hasn't put a mine up here. We have 2 sweepers, but yeah, I mean, that would have been a prime position. Taking down that Stuart very easily. I think Frost, just getting a bit too careless with his half-track, maybe a bit too aggressive with it as well, trying to use its machine gun. Taking a few too many shots from the captain's bazooka. So now he's lost 2 half-tracks, and it's a pretty big blow. Quite a lot of manpower. It's not that much, I think. It's actually just 200, but 400 all together. And I personally am looking forward to using a bit more half-track play with Austere. To support my green spam. The famous Tyro Grenadier spam. Made all the more better. That half-track. He's using the tactical advance again. Grenadiers getting caught on the pathing here. They are dead for sure. Very unfortunate pathing issues there for Frost. Even if he didn't get caught on the pathing, the chances of escaping there were a bit dicey. Going across that negative cover road with 2 squads of Thompson paratroopers. Of course, Thompson paratroopers models do the most damage of any unit in the game.
Tank support is here. Firm and ready.
Even more damage than shock troops, though of course they... To compensate for that, they don't have the body armor like shock troops, so they're not quite as durable. So both players getting medium armor similar time. I mean, nowhere near the timings that they could have hit it at, but it's not going to make much of a difference. But what is going to make a big difference, 86 supply for Finndeed versus 46 for Frost. He's going for another half track. Clearly intent on making this half track play work. Got a bit of munitions in the bank. Oh, half track could be dead already. No. Be able to get out of there. But yeah, I definitely want to see some Regal mines here. Oh, this is cheeky play from Finndeed. Going after Frost tier 1. Of course, if this dies, no more Panzerfaust. Speaking of Panzerfaust, there's one straight onto the Stuart. And there you go, see the Stuart can still do quite a lot of damage. About a quarter of that squad's health in one shot. And a little bit of machine gun fire as well. Here comes Panzer 4 going after the wounded Stuart. But straight away you see that crit being removed as it goes past the HP threshold. Using the shell shock, blocking the vision. Doesn't stun the tank though. As Frost could have chased. He was a bit quicker on the controls. And this is a dicey decision to make. Exposing your rear armor to a bazooka to kill the Stuart. And he misses the killing blow. That is just devastating. Meanwhile, Sherman in here doing a bit of damage. 50 cal got cleared. Sherman going after the machine gun bunker. Pack finally refaces. Gets one shot off now. Doesn't have munitions for the target weak point this time though. That is unfortunate. And that just really... I feel sorry for Frost. He's got extremely unlucky right there. Didn't take down the Stuart with that final blow. Tried to go for the accurate shot, you know, stopping his tank for that one final accurate shot. And here comes P-47s. One strafe's got to land. Going up to Panzer 4. Oh, and the Panzer 4 goes down. Oh no. Oh, that was bad. That was old-fashioned bad. Stopping his Panzer 4 like that. Facing off against strafes, so you just got to keep your tank moving. As the strafes connect with the ground a lot more, and he's left his half track in there. More P-47 rockets coming in. P-47s of course being 240 munitions. Don't really match up or compare that well to the Stuka closing support. You know, being 40 munitions more. Oh my god, here comes Sherman's back up to full health. They're using target weak point this time. Smoke! Target weak point managed to get off though. Stuns it, allows the half track to escape. No, half track's turning around to try fight him. Attack round misses on the pack. There goes the half track. Attack round misses again. He's going for the squish. And that's pretty much the game. Oh, he's actually got a Stuck out. And he takes down that Sherman, so there you go. I didn't even notice that this was being constructed. Oh, and there he goes, finally. But here comes another Sherman. Here goes the Stuart. Ran over one of those Regal mines, immobilized him. And could this be the end of the Sherman? Pops smoke to try and hide his escape. Attack ground, miss, and he's going to back away. And it looks like this is probably going to be the end of the pack. No, he's got a bit of light cover here. As he retreats, not just on the doorsteps of his base. Goes down. And it's a bit of a shame to lose that variancy. Target weak point was very helpful for him. But yeah, Frost's infantry army is just not enough to contest all of these paratroopers. I think maybe if, yeah, obviously Frost's preservation needed to be a little bit stronger this game. But on top of that, you know, he kept going for the cutoff, but then didn't capitalize on that fuel advantage by getting his medium tank out earlier. So maybe if he had just placed a little bit more of a focus on getting his Panzer IV out more quickly, could have capitalized on Finndeed's investment into double paratroopers a bit better. Probably would have worked out. Probably would have worked out a little bit better.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Check in on that mortar. 13 kills, getting close to Vet 3. We're getting a flak panzer from Frost. 50 VPs left though. Might be a little too late. Interesting engagement here. Double flame applies versus these Thompsons. Oh my god, these Thompsons though. My god. Yeah, okay, they easily won that one. And very cool GG out of VPs.
Continue the push. They have 25 tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Well, there we go. Got to see a bit of winter balance patch version 1.4 from some high level players. I think Frost preservation in this game was a bit poor. Perhaps let down the quality of this game a little bit, but Finndeed making good use of those paratroopers and interesting build order, you know, going for the double rear echelons. Bit of a throwback, honestly. Airborne used to be a staple of US forces so long ago. Now we're seeing it once again in action here. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game recast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.